Okay, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. I figured this would be actually a really good video to do if you guys are beginners and you're kind of just wondering, like, how is it driving in traffic and stuff like that, and you just kind of want to see like someone's perspective as they're just driving. Figured, you know what, screw it, I'll give you guys kind of my perspective on things, and I guess just kind of like, you know, the things that I'm looking for, what I'm looking at, and just like, you know, how you would normally drive. So I do want to say I am not a professional or anything like that, but hey, just consider this video just being like, hey, I'm your older brother, just someone who's been riding for 10 plus years, just kind of the things that I look out for when you're on a motorcycle. But if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel, where I'm always pushing you guys to have purpose over comfort and go after things that you want to go after in life. Because listen, if I could do it, you can too. Sometimes you gotta get out of your comfort zone and go after things you want to go after. Yeah, I know it's scary, but hey, we're living in purpose and we're not living in just comfort. Faith over fear. So in this video, I just wanted you guys to kind of like, just imagine I'm like your big bro. I'm not a professional or anything like that, but I'm just like your big bro, someone who's been riding for 10 plus years in different places and things like that. The things that I look at when I'm like riding. So first things first, I'm looking at this guy's turning, he sees me, he's waiting. Okay, good. I'm constantly checking my mirrors. So people take their mirrors off, I don't, because I'm like, look, I want to be able to see, because in this helmet, it's like hard to see in general, because there's like a little helmet on your head. So yeah, for me, I'm like, what am I looking at? What am I doing? And I like how, what the guy's name, Fireman Jeff, I want to say, something like that. He does a lot of like motorcycle videos and things like that. The thing he always talks about is like, always identify the threat. What is the threat? What is the possible threat, if there is a threat? And for me right now, intersections are threats. Cars are coming through the lane. Even though I have the green, I'm taking a quick look at both ways, just making sure everyone's stopped. I see this car's going in front of me. I also see in my mirrors a car off to my right hand side. So what am I doing right now? I want to stay kind of like not in his blind spot. So he's accelerating, so I'm going to let him go. I can see far up ahead that there was a merging thing, so I was like, okay, cool, if there's a merging thing, I'm gonna get over, not at the last second, but quick enough. Now I see that the tail lights are on, I'm on my brakes. I'm gonna actually turn left here, so I'm gonna go this way. Why am I going this way? Well, I just see that there's construction going on, and you know what, for the sake of this video, if you're like a new rider, listen, if there's construction and stuff like that, just avoid it. So I'm gonna do like what I would do if I'm just like a new rider. Even though I'm sitting here at the stoplight, I'm still like, is there a relevant threat? There could be. Could be a car coming behind me, so I'm keeping my eye on my rear view mirror, make sure no car's gonna come up behind me if they have to. Well, that's really cool. And that's an NSX. Wow. So I can see my rear view mirror now. There's a car coming behind me, making sure he sees me stopped. Okay, he's slowing down. Good. So I'm still just looking. I'm in neutral right now, going down to first gear, slowly taking off. Also staying behind this car, putting my feet up, slowly going, looking through the turn. I'm gonna go into this lane right here, the first available lane, and then I'm gonna see what the cars around me are doing. So for me, looking up ahead, still seeing that this guy's putting his brakes on. So I'm looking at my mirror, checking on a head turn, getting over. And back signal, getting back here, just like that. Still looking at what's the relevant threat. We're coming up to an intersection, so there could be cars coming through, looking at the side street, looking at what this car is doing, looking at the car behind me. Slowly downshifting, coming. I'm gonna just sit in first gear right here and just sit here at the light. So I'm in first gear, just kind of just peeking, looking. So a couple things. If you're concerned about like stalling at the light and like not knowing what to do, it's the same thing I do even inside a manual car. I look at the opposite, I guess, traffic light. So I look to see what's that doing. So that kind of tells me when I can engage and start to get into first gear, or if I have time to just kind of sit inside neutral. So obviously, if I'm at a light and it's red, I'm looking sometimes at the other light, just taking a peek, like, okay, cool, what's it doing? Is it turning yellow? Or I look at the crosswalks and just kind of like look at those to kind of give me a gauge to be like, is that about to turn? Or did it just turn green for them? So like there's like a long crosswalk, like a timer. Those are the small things that can just help you be a little bit less anxious, just to know like, okay, cool, so you're not just like on, pins and needles the whole entire time. Now, here inside of Southern California, we can legally lane split or lane filter. I'm gonna try to not do that as much, even though right now, okay, this is kind of bad. I should not have gone that close to the car. I think that guy was gonna turn. Oh yeah, he's turning. So lane filtering is obviously, it's basically, you can go in between the lanes of cars. If you're at like a stoplight, or basically so you can go up to the front of the line. It's useful on the highway. It's supposed to be, I believe, if cars are going, some people will argue and say you can do it at any speed, but for me, like, if traffic is just moving, I'm not gonna do that. If we're like stopped or going 5 miles per hour, okay, then I'm gonna do it. But if we're going like above like 20 or so, then like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay in my lane. But one thing to note right now is what I'm doing is I'm seeing like there was some like gravel, or like the road wasn't exactly even right there. So I was like, okay, cool, let me not go ham on that. Now, right here, I could lane split, but what I'm going to be doing, just because of I can see it's not really that much of a benefit to it, and it's kind of tight, I'm not going to. You can, but once again, it's all about mitigating risk. Is it worth it? Right there, not really. So I'm still at the traffic light. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just looking at the light up there. I see they have the arrow, so we're going to be coming up next. See, like, this guy's creeping up, so slowly, friction zone, still clutch, and we're moving, staying in first gear. I'm also kind of like looking to make sure that cars aren't going to be turning up ahead. Like in this lane, I know cars may just like stop out of nowhere to like turn, and that's fine, because yeah, people have to turn. So I'm gonna make my way over to the left lane eventually, but actually maybe not, because this guy behind me just got into that lane. So I'm gonna let him go. Here's this thing, so I'm gonna go over that slowly. I can see like this guy who was behind me is kind of driving a tad bit aggressive, I would say. So I'm just gonna like chill, let him kind of go. It's all about just identifying possible threats. Like this guy's kind of going aggressive, so I'm just gonna kind of stay on this lane. I'm gonna let this guy, he's gonna get over. I don't want to be inside this guy's blind zone, so I'm just gonna let him go, and that's totally fine. Listen, you don't have an ego, let people go, let people do whatever. If this guy can go slightly quicker, all right, I'm gonna go in this lane now. He's like in front of me. Also, this is an open lane pattern, so just open lane. So if there's no one in the lane, just expect someone could try to get over, because of what would you do if you're inside of a car? If there's an open lane, you would fill it. So just look at that. So right now, what am I doing? I'm looking at this crosswalk. It's saying 13, 10, 9. So I know I have a couple seconds. I could go into neutral, but I'm gonna just sit in first, hand on the clutch, and I'm just looking. See how that car is going through, even though it may be turning. So they have the arrow to the right of me or to the left of me. So we're gonna be probably going after them. See that guy's gone, good. And now I'm gonna take off. Taking a quick look to make sure no one's coming through. Getting up to speed. And then seeing it's red, so it's downshifting. Downshifting. And I'm just sitting here. There's a green for the other light. So they're still green, so we're gonna sit here for a second. Okay, look, it's turning yellow, so I'm getting ready. Since it goes, now I go. And the other thing I do want to mention, I know it seems very intimidating, just like, oh my God, there's so many cars, so many cars. Like, I remember the first time I drove on the road and there was cars, I was like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I do this? Just worry about the cars that are around you, pretty much, you know? Don't be concerned about every last, I mean, well, you should be concerned about a lot of things, but don't let that over intimidate you. So right now, I'm sitting here, I'm at the light. I'm still looking in my rearview mirror, make sure nothing's coming behind me. But since I'm not front in the line, I can go into neutral for a second and kind of just sit. I'm sitting up just to breathe because it's really hot. We're going into, see, because we were second, it gave me a little bit of time to kind of like chill. So I'm going to go into this lane, upshift. And we're just cruising at the speed limit. So now that I'm at the speed limit, I'm looking around. There's nothing, no one behind me. Good, good, good. Anything on, see this guy's turning? Okay, he put his signal back on to go back into that side. But I'm just gonna hang out kind of on this right-hand side. So if I have to swerve, I can go into this lane or I can move more into this lane. So I see like there's no car behind me. So I'm gonna get over so I can just have my own lane. Downshifting. Look, I'm just gonna do a real nice and simple downshift, just go into first and just kind of sit here and waiting, looking. Okay, so they're going. Okay, so we're gonna go. So just slowly accelerate off the line. So in my case, okay, in my case, it's probably a little bit quicker than what you would accelerate, but I'm just going, I'm moving, I'm cruising, I'm looking, make sure no car's coming out. Seeing what the car is doing off to the left that we passed, he's still there, so I'm just doing that. I'm just going straight pretty much. So I'm just chilling, doing nothing crazy now, just slowing down, coming to the stop. And slowing down, stopping. Front brakes, I can just take a quick glance over. It's about to turn. Yep. Oh, I was in neutral. See, sometimes that happens. No big deal. Don't freak out. Once again, I don't want to drive inside his blind spot. He's getting over, so that's great. I see this truck driving kind of fast, so I'm just going to let him kind of go as we're slowing down, coming to the stop. See, once again, no ego. Here's the one thing you got to realize. People in cars, they're a lot bigger than you. I know people may think like you're invincible when you're inside of a motorcycle, but like you realize people in cars are a lot bigger than you. I can see like that. There's still a countdown, so I'm going in neutral for like a quick second. We may get a light or a turn arrow, so it may give us a little bit more time, but I'm gonna wait until, okay, it's saying 3, 2, so I'm gonna just go into first gear now, and then I'm just looking at the lights. But I'm also looking more importantly at what all these cars are doing, because if people don't, even after the lights, people still turn. So okay, they are turning. What am I doing? I'm just looking. Okay, so what I did right there was not the greatest, but I just accelerated just to get out of the way of that truck in that case. I'm just gonna just slow down, go right here. Honestly, I'm gonna cut off this way. Let's go this way. Oh yeah, this helmet is not comfortable on my head for long periods of time. I'm realizing. So what I'm doing right here, What am I just doing? I'm just kind of chilling. There's no cars behind me, no cars around me, so I'm just kind of just chilling, still just hanging out, still just looking, make sure no cars coming out there. I can see a red light is happening, so I'm gonna just slowly start to decelerate here. I can see like we're coming to a stop. Just downshifting ever so slightly, coming to the stop. I have no idea. Okay, there we go. Slowly take off right there. Getting up to the speed limit. And see, like there's a slight bend in the road, but I can see like there's an intersection, so I'm just pulling in the clutch, slowing down, because I can see like, okay, something's happening. Don't know if like we're gonna come to a red light, so it's always about just trying to like just look at what's happening. Riding a motorcycle is a much more engaging experience than just driving a car. Or you can probably slam on your brakes, hopefully, when you're, you know, going inside of a car. Actually, I'm gonna get over here. Right now, I'm still in the first gear, just kind of hanging out. I'm looking behind me. Sometimes I'll go into neutral, but yeah, see, look at right there. We immediately turned, so staying in my lane, but also just take a look at this car that's on my left-hand side. Okay, they're just there. So what am I going to do right now? I'm going to just get over into this lane. Why? Because just in case that car has to stop in front of me, I have some room and I'm not just gonna like be right behind them. And also that other car, that BMW is just going, so he's further up ahead. Look, you're starting out, you're just trying to drive, you don't gotta worry about cars around you, do that. You don't have to be a hero, you know what I mean? So I'm looking right now, looking in my mirror, there's no cars behind me, slowing down. I'm gonna, you know, hey, listen, you're getting a little fancy. You can do a couple of downshifts if you want. Just slowing down. Going to neutral. Just waiting. I'm gonna sit in first and just wait. Accelerating. Shifting, hey look, I'm shifting like 4,000 RPMs. Nothing crazy. Just kind of just looking. So look in my rearview mirror. There's a car, that car is still with me. So I can either speed up or slow down. He's a little bit further behind me. I want to make sure I can kind of see him inside of my rearview mirror. There we go. I just don't want to drive directly beside someone, and just in case I have to swerve and get over and go into their lane, I have some space that I'm like, I can go. So yeah, at this rate, I'm just driving, going straight, nothing crazy, looking. There's a red light, I can see a red, something's red up ahead, getting off the throttle, downshifting. See, look at, I usually slow down further than like you would inside of a car. It takes you more time to brake inside of a motorcycle. So yeah, I'm going to slow down much sooner than I would inside of a car. So I'm just looking. See that it's still a green for them. It could be changing any second, so I'm just gonna wait here in first gear. These are all the things that, you know, just like looking around. Okay, there we go. And slowly take off. There you go. See, look at, nothing too crazy. The car on my right is matching speed. What speed limit? Speed limit is 50. Getting up to 50, slow and down. I'm off the accelerator. Off the accelerator. I can see a timer. 3, 2, 1. Still a green for them. Okay, now it's turning. There we go. That was a quick yellow, actually. So we're coming to like a crest. So what am I doing right now? Just looking, because you know, we're coming over like a hill. I see that it's green right now, so I'm looking at that light. It's still green, so we're going. Just looking at that timer, so we're going, we're committed, we're through it. Good. Now looking up front, but while I'm still looking at my rearview mirror, I see the cars are behind me, still decently far behind me. Coming down to this one, so we're just gonna take. See that car came out. I'm just still looking at this light. What's it doing? It's still green. So we're going. Because there's like a certain point in time on a motorcycle you just cannot stop. So you gotta always be looking at the lights ahead of you. So see that it's red, I'm slowing down. Right here, I'm slowing down. We're getting to a busier intersection. So what am I doing? See like right here? I'm gonna just downshift a little bit. I went into second and just kind of like ease off the clutch, go into it. And like the thing that I was always concerned about was lane splitting in Southern California, because where I'm from in New York State, you don't do that. Like it's a very foreign concept to like legally do it. So like a lot of people don't, obviously. So like, but you can see like right now I haven't had to really. I'm like, okay, cool. If it's a benefit to it, like I can go all the way up to the front if we're like stopped at a red light, I'll do it. But in cases like this where it's like not crazy amount of traffic, there is some traffic, but it's not like an insane amount of traffic, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get over here and just keep going straight. I'm just chilling, I'm just hanging out. Just want to have a little bit of a space cushion next to me and the other cars, I should say. Dang, that wall just fell. That's kind of crazy. I'm noticing these marks on the floor saying slow down. It's a school zone, even though it's not a school day, but you know, take a note, take a note. I'm looking at the car in front of me. I'm like slightly off to the right, just in case. I give myself a little bit more space cushion if I have to get over or do anything I can. Just looking at that car, didn't know if he was gonna try to, if he was coming over here or what he was doing. He's making a U-turn so good. There's no car off to my right, so I'm gonna get over. There's a car behind me in that lane, so I'm just gonna sit in this lane. Looking at what that car is doing, he's just chilling, so good. So yeah, this is just kind of the things that I look at when I'm just driving, just normally. Like I said, on a motorcycle, it's an active sport. You're like constantly engaged, much more than you are inside of a car. Inside of a car, you can kind of be more chilled and relaxed. On a motorcycle, every single moment, you're looking at something. You're making a decision about something. You're always looking. So hopefully this can help you guys out. If you're like just starting off, you want to just know what to look for, things like that. But if you want to see my very first video when I was introducing this motorcycle to the channel, check this video out right here on the screen. Subscribe for more. See you on the next one.